You've got something special inside you. Right now, at this very moment, you have greatness within. But here's the thing, that greatness, it's not just going to show up on its own. You've got to go get it. You've got to reach down deep and pull it out of yourself. Every single day when you wake up, you got a choice to make. Are you going to settle for average, or are you going to push yourself to be extraordinary? Are you going to let life happen to you, or are you going to happen to life? I'm here to tell you, you will win. But only if you decide to win. Success isn't about luck. It's not about where you came from or who your parents are. Success is about effort. It's about hard work. It's about refusing to give up when things get tough. And trust me, things will get tough. You'll face setbacks. You'll face doubts from others and from yourself. But that's when you've got to dig deep and remember, I will win. Say it with me. I will win. I will win. Those 3 words have power. They're not just words. They're a promise you're making to yourself, a commitment. When you say, I will win, you're telling the world that you're not here to play small. You're here to make your mark. But here's the secret. Winning isn't always about coming in first. Sometimes winning is about getting back up when you've been knocked down. It's about trying one more time when everyone else has given up. It's about doing the right thing when no one's looking. You see, life is going to test you. It's going to throw challenges your way that you never saw coming. And in those moments, you've got a choice. You can let those challenges break you, or you can let them make you. Choose to let them make you. Choose to grow. Choose to learn. Choose to win. I want you to think about your goals. What is it that you want to achieve? What's that big dream you've been carrying around in your heart? Now, I want you to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to make that dream a reality? Are you willing to work while others sleep? Are you willing to study while others party? Are you willing to live like others won't so that one day you can live like others can't? Success isn't handed out. It's earned. It's fought for. It's bled for. And the people who achieve great things, they're not superheroes. They're not born with some special gene. They're ordinary people who decided to do extraordinary things. Our people who woke up every single day and said to themselves, I will win. You've got to be willing to fail. That might sound strange in a speech about winning, but it's the truth. The road to success is paved with failures. But here's the thing, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow, you get stronger, and you get one step closer to your goal. Think about a baby learning to walk. That baby's going to fall down a lot, but does the baby give up? No. That baby gets right back up and tries again and again and again, until one day that baby takes its first steps. That's how you need to approach your goals. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. That's how you win. I want you to understand something. The world owes you nothing. Nobody is going to hand you success on a silver platter. If you want something, you've got to go out and get it. You've got to be hungry for it. You've got to want it more than you want to breathe. There's going to be days when you don't feel like putting in the work. Days when your bed feels too comfortable. When Netflix seems more appealing than your goals. Those are the days that separate the winners from the losers. Those are the days when you've got to look yourself in the mirror and say, I will win, no matter what. You've got to be willing to sacrifice. Winning comes at a cost. It might mean less time with friends. It might mean saying no to things you want to say yes to. It might mean early mornings and late nights. But I promise you, it's worth it. The feeling of achieving your goals, of proving to yourself that you can do what you set out to do. There's nothing like it in the world. Remember this? Your circumstances don't define you. Your response to those circumstances defines you. You might not be able to control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react. Choose to react with determination. Choose to react with grit. Choose to react like a winner. I want you to think about the people you admire, the ones who've achieved great things. Do you think their journey was easy? Do you think they never faced doubt or fear? Of course they did, but they pushed through. They kept going when others would have quit. They chose to win. You've got to surround yourself with winners, with people who believe in you, who push you to be better. But more importantly, you've got to be that person for yourself. You've got to be your own biggest fan, your own toughest coach. You've got to look in the mirror every day and say, I believe in you. You can do this. You will win. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big. Don't let anyone convince you to play it safe. Safe is risky. The biggest risk you can take in life is not taking any risks at all. So dream big. Set goals that scare you a little, and then go after them with everything you've got. You got to be willing to put in the work when no one's watching. It's easy to show up when the spotlight's on, but true success, that's built in the dark. It's built in those quiet moments when you're alone, pushing yourself, refining your craft. That's where winners are made. I want you to understand something. Success is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about being better today than you were yesterday. It's about constant, never-ending improvement. So don't get caught up in trying to be perfect. Focus on being better. One day at a time, one step at a time. You've got to have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith that if you keep pushing, keep striving, keep believing, you will win. That faith will carry you through the tough times. It'll be the light that guides you when the path seems dark. Remember this? Your past does not equal your future. Where you've been doesn't determine where you're going. Every day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story, to take a step closer to your goals, to become the person you were meant to be. I want you to think about the legacy you want to leave. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to say about you? What mark do you want to leave on this world? Now start living like that person. Start making choices that align with that vision. Because your legacy, it's not built in a day. It's built day by day, choice by choice. You've got to be willing to do what others won't, to go the extra mile, to put in that extra hour, to make that extra effort. Because that's where the magic happens. That's where you separate yourself from the pack. That's how you win. Don't be afraid of hard work. Embrace it. Love it. Because hard work is the price of admission for success. Anyone can have a goal. Anyone can have a dream, but not everyone is willing to work for it. Be the one who is willing. Be the one who shows up day in and day out, rain or shine. I want you to understand something, that success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a constant process of growth and improvement. So don't get too caught up in reaching a specific goal. Focus on becoming the kind of person who achieves goals. Because when you do that, success becomes inevitable. You've got to be resilient. Life is going to knock you down. It's going to test you. It's going to try to break you. But you've got to be like a rubber band. The more life stretches you, the more you snap back. Use those challenges to make you stronger. Use them as fuel for your fire. Remember this, your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny. So guard your thoughts carefully. Fill your mind with positivity, with determination, with the unwavering belief that you will win. I want you to think about the obstacles in your way, the things that are holding you back. Now, I want you to see those obstacles for what they really are. Opportunities to grow, opportunities to learn, opportunities to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. You've got to be passionate about what you do. Because when you're passionate, work doesn't feel like work. It feels like purpose. It feels like mission. Find that thing that sets your soul on fire and pursue it with everything you've got. Don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to be different. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs you authentic, unique, one-of-a-kind you. Embrace what makes you different. That's your superpower. That's what's going to help you win. I want you to understand something. Success leaves clues. Look at the people who've achieved what you want to achieve. Study them, learn from them, not to copy them, but to understand the principles behind their success. Then apply those principles in your own unique way. You've got to be willing to invest in yourself, to learn, to grow, to constantly improve. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. So never stop learning. Never stop pushing yourself. Never stop striving to be better. Remember this? Comfort is the enemy of progress. If you want to achieve great things, you've got to be willing to get uncomfortable, to step outside your comfort zone, to do things that scare you a little, because that's where growth happens. That's where winning happens. I want you to think about the person you want to become. Now, start acting like that person. Start making decisions like that person. Start treating yourself like that person. Because here's the truth. You become what you believe you are. So believe in the best version of yourself. And then become it. You've got to be willing to say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. You can't do everything. You can't be everything to everyone. Focus on what matters most. Prioritize. Because when you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing well. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is natural. Fear is human. But courage is a choice. Choose courage. Choose to face your fears head on. Because on the other side of fear is where the magic happens. It's where growth happens. It's where winning happens. I want you to understand something. Success is not about never falling down. It's about getting back up every single time you fall. It's about dusting yourself off, learning from the fall, and moving forward. That's what winners do. They don't let setbacks stop them. They use setbacks as setups for comebacks. You've got to be patient. Success takes time. It takes effort. It takes persistence. Don't expect overnight results. Trust the process. Keep putting in the work day after day, week after week, month after month. And one day you'll look up and realize just how far you've come. Remember this. Your biggest competition is not other people. It's the person you were yesterday. Focus on being better than you were before. Focus on progress, not perfection. Because when you compete against yourself, you both win. I want you to think about the excuses you've been making, the reasons you've been telling yourself why you can't achieve your goals. Now, I want you to throw those excuses out the window, because excuses will always be there for you. Opportunity won't. Choose opportunity over excuses every single time. You've got to be willing to ask for help. Winning doesn't mean doing it all on your own. It means knowing when to reach out, when to lean on others, when to learn from those who've gone before you. Don't let pride stop you from seeking help. The strongest people are often the ones who know when to ask for support. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is unique. Your challenges are unique. Your victories will be unique. Focus on your own race. Run your own race, because at the end of the day, you're not competing against anyone else. You're competing against the person you were yesterday. I want you to understand something. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. What you need is discipline. The ability to push yourself even when you don't feel like it. The ability to show up day after day, regardless of how you feel. That's what separates the winners from the rest. You've got to be your own biggest cheerleader. Don't wait for others to believe in you. Believe in yourself first. Celebrate your small victories. Acknowledge your progress. Be proud of how far you've come. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Remember this, success is not about how much money you make or how famous you become. It's about impact. It's about making a difference. It's about leaving this world a little better than you found it. So focus on creating value. Focus on serving others. Because true success, it's about more than. I want you to think about the habits that are holding you back. The things you do that aren't serving your goals. Now, I want you to commit to changing those habits. Replace them with habits that push you forward. Because your habits, they're the building blocks of your success. You've got to be willing to adapt. The world's constantly changing. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Be flexible. Be open to new ideas. Be willing to change your approach if something isn't working. Because the ability to adapt, that's a key ingredient in the recipe for success. Don't let negativity drag you down. There will always be naysayers. There will always be people who try to dim your light. Don't let them. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who lift you up, who push you to be better. And most importantly, be that person for yourself. I want you to understand something. Winning isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about who you become in the process of reaching that goal. It's about the person you transform into, the skills you develop, strength you build. That's the real prize. That's the real victory. You've got to be willing to take responsibility for your life. Stop blaming others. Stop making excuses. Own your mistakes. Own your failures. And most importantly, own your power to change your life. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. And when you take control, you set yourself up to win. Remember this, your words have power. The things you say to yourself about yourself, they matter. They shape your reality. So speak kindly to yourself. Encourage yourself. Build yourself up with your words. Because the most important conversations you have are the ones you have with yourself. I want you to think about the times you've wanted to give up. The times when things got tough and you felt like quitting. Now, I want you to promise yourself that you'll never give up on your dreams. Because the moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. Keep pushing. Keep believing. Keep striving. You've got to be willing to embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Success happens outside your comfort zone. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Push your limits. Challenge, because that's where the magic happens. That's where winning happens. Don't let your past define your future. Your past is not a life sentence. It's a lesson. Learn from it. Grow from it. But don't let it hold you back. You have the power to write a new chapter. to create a new story, to become a new you. So use your past as a stepping stone, not an anchor. I want you to understand something. Success is not a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But here's the thing. Every setback is setting you up for a comeback. Every failure is bringing you one step closer to success. So don't get discouraged by the bumps in the road. They're part of the journey. You've got to be willing to do the work when no one's watching. It's easy to show up when the spotlight's on, but true success, it's built in those quiet moments, when you're alone. When no one's cheering you on, that's when champions are made. In those moments of solitude and struggle, remember this, your time is limited. You have a finite number of heartbeats on this earth, so don't waste them living someone else's life. Don't waste them chasing someone else's dream. Find your own path. Follow your own heart. Because when you do what you love, success will follow. I want you to think about the person you'll be 5 years from now. If you keep pushing, keep striving, keep believing. Now, I want you to live like that person. Make decisions like that person. Because the truth is, you become what you believe you are. So believe in the best version of yourself and then become it. You've got to be willing to forgive yourself for your mistakes, for your failures, for the times you've let yourself down. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself to move forward. So forgive yourself, learn from your mistakes, and then use them as fuel for your future. Let your past failures light the fire of your future success. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Remember that? When life knocks you down, use that as your launch pad to rise even higher. Your struggles don't define you. Your response to those struggles does. So respond with grit. Respond with determination. Respond like a winner. I want you to understand something. Success isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about who you inspire. It's about the lives you touch, the people you lift up along the way. Because true success is not a solo journey. It's about bringing others along with you. You've got to be willing to bet on yourself, to take risks, to put yourself out there. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Trust your gut, trust your instincts, and most importantly, trust in your ability to figure things out as you go. Don't let anyone put limits on your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. The only limits that exist are the ones in your mind. So dream big. Set goals that scare you a little, and then go after them with everything you've got. I want you to think about the obstacles in your way, the things that are holding you back. Now, I want you to see those obstacles for what they really are: opportunities. Opportunities to prove yourself. Opportunities to show the world what you're made of. Embrace those challenges. They're making you stronger. You've got to be willing to sacrifice, to give up good things for great things, to say no to distractions so you can say yes to your dreams. Success has a price. Are you willing to pay it? Are you willing to do what others won't so you can live like others can't? Remember this, your attitude determines your altitude. How high you fly, how far you go. It all starts with your mindset. So choose positivity, choose optimism, choose to see the good even in tough situations. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I want you to understand something. Success is not about never falling. It's about falling 7 times and getting up 8. It's about having the courage to keep going when everything in you wants to give up. That's what separates the winners from the rest. That resilience, that never say die attitude. You've got to be hungry. Hungry for success, hungry for growth, hungry for improvement. Because when you're hungry, you push harder, you reach further. You don't settle for less than your best. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Stay determined to win. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Right here, right now. You've got everything you need to start moving towards your dreams. So take that first step. Make that first move. Because a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. I want you to think about the story you're telling yourself. The narrative you're creating about your life. Is it a story of victory, of overcoming, of triumph? Or is it a story of defeat, of giving up? Remember, you're the author of your own story. So write a story you're proud of. You've got to be willing to put in the work when no one's watching. Success isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in those quiet moments. When you're alone, when you're tired, when you want to quit. That's when champions are made. In those moments of solitude and struggle. Remember this, your network is your net worth. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. because you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose your circle wisely. I want you to understand something. Success is not about being the best. It's about being your best. It's about maximizing your potential, about squeezing every ounce of greatness out of yourself. So don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. You've got to be willing to fail, to fall flat on your face, to look foolish, because that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you get better. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Let it push you forward. Let it fuel your determination to succeed. Don't let your past dictate your future. Your history is not your destiny. You have the power to change your story at any moment, to rewrite your narrative, to create a new ending. So use your past as a lesson, not a life sentence. I want you to think about the person you want to become, the goals you want to achieve, the life you want to live. Now, I want you to start acting like that person. Start making decisions like that person. Start treating yourself like that person, because you become what you consistently do. You got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to do things that scare you, that challenge you, because that's where growth happens. That's where magic happens. That's where winning happens. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Embrace the challenge. Remember this, your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something, do it, no matter what. Build a reputation for reliability, for dependability, for integrity, because at the end of the day, your character is your greatest asset. Guard it fiercely. I want you to understand something. Success is not a solo sport. You need a team, you need support, you need people in your corner cheering you on, so don't be afraid to ask for help, to lean on others, to build a network of support, because together we go further. You've got to be willing to invest in yourself, to learn, to grow, to improve every single day, because the moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. So never stop learning, never stop pushing yourself, never stop striving to be better. Don't let anyone steal your joy, your enthusiasm, your passion. Guard those things with your life, because they're the fuel that will keep you going when times get tough, when the road gets rocky, when the journey seems impossible. I want you to think about the legacy you want to leave, the mark you want to make on this world. Now, start living like that person. Start making choices that align with that vision, because your legacy isn't built in a day. It's built day by day, choice by choice. You've got to be willing to delay gratification, to say no to the good so you can say yes to the great, to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain, because success isn't about what you do occasionally. It's about what you do consistently. Remember this, your thoughts become your reality. What you focus on expands. So focus on the positive, on the possible, on your potential. Feed your faith and starve your doubts. Because when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your dreams, anything is possible. I will win. Say it with me, I will win. Not maybe, not someday, but I will win. Make that your mantra, your battle cry, your non-negotiable truth. Because when you declare it, when you believe it with every fiber of your being, you set forces in motion that will make it your reality. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You have greatness within you. Now it's time to let it out, to show the world what you're made of, to prove to yourself just how strong, how resilient, how unstoppable you truly are. Because you will win. You will succeed. You will triumph. Not because it's easy, but because you're worth it, because you deserve it. So go out there and make it happen. No excuses, no holding back. Give it everything you've got. Leave it all in the field. And remember, I will win. You will win. We will win. Now let's go make it happen.